Welcome back to another edition of Fan Cam Commentary, folks. Today, rounding out the Halloween month for the channel, we're going to be doing an All Japan bloodfest. Really, it's going to be the original Sheik versus Abdullah the Butcher from 1980 in All Japan Pro Wrestling. And what better way to round out the Halloween month than with two hack and slash guys? This is essentially going to be Michael Myers versus Jason in the wrestling world. Neither man ever wanted to let up on their opponent when they faced them. Of course, Abdullah the Butcher's weapon of choice, the fork, and the original Sheik liked to use a spike. But these guys would, rip their opponents all to hell. So it should be interesting to see them actually face each other here. I know that these two had tagged before in the past, but they were also enemies in many different areas of the world, including All Japan Pro Wrestling. You see it, Abdullah the Butcher coming out here. Whoa, Abdullah there. Don't start running now. Gonna get an agile Abdullah the Butcher here. He is younger, as you can tell. And you see the Sheik just running in there with a chair right out the gate. A chair is just being delivered to the face and forehead of Abdullah the Butcher repeatedly now by the original Sheik. That's how you're going to start out this contest between these two monsters. Two originators of hardcore wrestling. And still just nailing Abdullah the Butcher in the face. As you can get the bell there, you're going to get an opening bell while both men are outside the ring and one is being bludgeoned with a chair. He's finally got Abdullah down, as it seems. The camera's seeing the top of the fan's head here. You can see the ref trying to get some kind of control, trying to get the Sheik back into the ring. Yeah, happy Halloween, folks. This is actually Halloween night. This is dropping on the channel. Hope everyone had a good Halloween. See the Sheik there in the ring just waiting for Abby to get up now, as he literally hit him with about 10 or 15 chair shots to open this contest. And you can see he's got the spike right there. Right out the gate. You're not going to be seeing any headlocks. You're not going to be seeing any body slams. These guys are going to bludgeon each other with foreign objects. And I wonder if Abby's already got a fork in his hand here. He's going to need a weapon as well. See the referee again trying to get the Sheik off Abdullah the Butcher as they're in the front row. Whoever bought a front row ticket is getting their prices worth here. Or getting their seats stolen. Sheik back into the ring again. Abdullah the Butcher yet to make his way back in from the first time when he got taken out by that chair. Abdullah the Butcher, of course, already got juice, already got color in this match. You can see he's getting that spike driven right down into those deep lacerations, those cuts, those old scars that never have time to heal on Abdullah the Butcher's forehead. Yeah, Crimson Mask. Wouldn't expect anything else from Abdullah the Butcher or a Sheik match, though. The Sheik's been on the channel before. I have a couple of different matches with him, and I have a couple of different Abdullah the Butcher matches on here. Just raining down the blows to the forehead. As the referee, again, trying to get some kind of control. He is actually putting in a count. Little to no effect there. Again, you just have two horror movie, perfect for Halloween. And there you see it as well. Please subscribe, folks. If you're just joining me, like, share, all that helps out the channel. Please comment. Let me know if you liked all the Halloween stuff that happened this month. See, again, Abdullah Butcher's had no time at all to get up here to a vertical base. And he's just getting pulverized here by the original Sheik. Again, the uncle of Sabu. And that count is not doing much at all on the madman that is the original Sheik. Of course, Abdullah the Butcher, known as the madman from Sudan. You don't see Abdullah the Butcher like this very often. This is usually the opposite. Usually Abdullah the Butcher is the one doing this exact type of match and controlling the contest like this. But the tables have turned here. I'd also like to throw out, folks, if you go to Facebook and search Fan Cam Commentary on there. My page should pop right up. That page continues to grow. About to hit 3,500 followers over there. Dropped all month Halloween content on there, and we'll continue to drop daily content on there. So please give me a follow. Gives updates on the YouTube channel as well over there. It's got Abdullah on the ropes here. That nail still in his forehead. I don't think we've called one actual professional wrestling move here. You see the blood just pouring down the face. And now choking Abdullah Butcher. That's the closest you're actually going to get to a pro wrestling move, is putting his hand across his throat and choking him while he stabs him in the forehead. Now he's got him in the neck even, it looks like. The referee's going to have to get in there. There we go. I would say that's a chop, but I'm pretty sure he just chopped him with a nail in his hand with a spike. Abdullah Butcher had one offensive move there, a blow to the Sheik that kind of backed him up, but not for very long. Another choke into the corner here. Oh, off the bottom rope. High-flying Abdullah there. Off the bottom rope with a headbutt. Abdullah Butcher firing up here like an old baby face. See, he's digging in his boot. There he comes out with his weapon of choice, and that's a fork, folks. Abdullah Butcher just stabbed the Sheik in the shoulder with a fork, and now he's going to get a taste, or in the arm, yeah, here we go, of his own medicine, as both of these guys love to just stab the hell out of each other and their opponents. And now the Sheik, he's going to have his arm opened up here, probably hard way even by Abby, it looks like, as he's really getting in there. The camera's not in position to get a really good shot of how he's just getting into that arm, but he's delivering blow after blow. Getting the very early stages of even deathmatch wrestling here, if you want to say it. In the ropes here, referee again trying to get some kind of control. I believe he's got the fork into his arm, and again, as he's working over his arm, where on the opposite, Abby has had his head worked on by the Sheik. Now he's just choking him and putting his weight into the Sheik as he's hung up. Yeah, look at his arm there. Cut up. Just a river of blood pouring out of the arm of the original Sheik. Both men back down on the floor, and again, just stabbing at that arm. Again, perfect match and contest to end out the Halloween month here. The second annual Fan Cam Halloween. Again, thanks for joining me, anybody that's been here for both years, and anybody that's checked out the original content and this year's content, as the Sheik is throwing a chair into the ring here, as he's trying to get back into the ring, but to no avail, as the Sheik getting another blow rained down on his arm with that fork. You can see his arm is just pouring the blood here. Gruesome, gruesome scene here in All Japan Pro Wrestling 1980. This week's edition of Fan Cam Commentary. The referee trying to point him back into the ring here. You wasn't going to see this in a lot of places. But in All Japan in 1980, here you go. Absolute gore fest between two living legends at this point in time. Abdullah Butcher still kicking it out there. Again, another choke there. A headbutt into the shoulder. Again. Yeah, these two had quite the history throughout professional wrestling, not only as opponents but as partners. Oh, okay, we got somebody running to the ring here. I'm not sure who that is. Trying to help out the Sheik and attacking Abdullah the Butcher, as Abdullah was finally getting the upper hand on the Sheik there and maybe looking like he was going to be in complete control of this contest. But the referee's throwing this thing out, folks. I really didn't expect any kind of other ending, especially with these two involved. But we did get what we paid for, and that's a bloodbath, as someone else is running out here to work on the Sheik to help out Abby. So now we have a little bit of an even contest here, as Sheik and his men are going to be going for higher ground, lower ground even, as they're exiting the ring. Are we going to get a disqualification? Yes. Not even a total throwout. I think that was Pat Tanaka. A disqualification, and Abdullah the Butcher had his hand raised. So by this in the record books, as he's following them out here, they're not done. Abdullah the Butcher coming up behind the Sheik. Oh, yeah, we're going to continue to fight here. Abdullah the Butcher won this bloodbath from 1980, folks. They're fighting up into the stands here. The fans better get out of the way. Again, one more time, please subscribe if you have not yet, especially if you watch a lot of the content that I post. Oh, into the steel ring post. It had no effect on Abby at all. As you can see, Sheik is just trying to get out of there now. Blood streaming down his arm. Blood streaming down the face of Abdullah the Butcher. And you can see a headbutt there. As you can see, the crowd is out of the way now. The entire back stands have emptied with everyone freaked out. Looks like Abby's going the opposite way finally. We're going to get some kind of control here in the arena. As the Sheik is crawling up into the crowd here. Freaking out the fans. And that lady did not look happy at all. The Sheik decided to get that close to her. Yeah, what a match to round out, again, the final episode of Fan Cam Halloween this month, the second annual. Thanks again for joining me, folks. Next week we will be back on regular scheduled programming. It might still be violent. Who knows? We've had a lot of violence in the month of Halloween, so I might tone it back down. Might get a classic actual Fan Cam match from either WWF or WCW on here. Go a little bit classic, old school. But, yeah, thanks for joining me as this footage is going to be winding down as Abdullah the Butcher is exiting. Huge crowd there as well. But definitely see you next week, and thanks for joining me, folks.ザ・シークの反則勝ち、反則負け、アブダル・ブッチャーが勝利を握りました。